in the center of forehead. I, the incorporeal soul, very pure and peaceful being, create the awareness that I am incorporeal. Body is corporeal. I am the master. Body is just a vehicle. I use the organs of the body to play my part and to perform actions. But I am separate from body. I also have to be detached and create this awareness that I am incorporeal, a point of light, and a point of life source. I am just an instrument. It becomes easy to be detached and lovely with the awareness that I am an incorporeal soul. I am seated on the throne of forehead. I am loveful, peaceful. Just a point of light. This awareness of the self brings the experience of my eternal qualities, purity, love, peace. So stay in this awareness that I am incorporeal soul. And I'm child of Baba, one who also is incorporeal. Now we take drishti from Baba.
Om Shanti, welcome to Avekti Parivar, January 30th. Raazyukt, Trustee. Now we'll be listening from Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Actually, every root sanskar can be connected with each other. As I was talking about respect, and from respect to bhavana, and then bhavana and trust are also very much combined. When there is bhavana, there is trust, or if you trust someone, you also have bhavana towards that soul. So there is faith, then there is belief, then there is trust. Faith is in the intellect. I have faith. I believe. But from heart, I trust. See, almost they are similar words, but there is difference. I have faith in Baba. I believe what he says is truth. And then I say, I really trust. So if I trust, I won't have doubts. If I have trust, I won't have waste thoughts because I trust Baba. So trust is a very, very soft quality, I say, of the heart. And to know what I should trust or not, what am I trusting, you have to listen to your inner voice. So, as I said, faith is there, then I believe, but then I trust. So, one is trust, then is trustworthy, and then one becomes trusty. So, trust really begins with one's own self. What I think, do I trust? Mm. Sometimes I even don't might not trust my own thoughts. So you go deep within and somewhere you listen or kind of confirm your own voice from your thoughts and you feel, yes, I trust these thoughts. For me, I really, really work from that because if I don't want to be deceived, I don't want to do anything wrong, I need to use power to discern in a right way, then I have to listen to my true self. And when I listen, now I trust. So trust is a very big power because when you trust, you are able to achieve. You are successful and you will always choose right way. So then you become trustworthy. For all of us in our lives, we have experienced that it because of trust. Mhm. We are assigned many tasks and given anything is interest. Let's say simple things. You take initiative, do something, and you complete it. You don't leave it in between. So you become qualified because you will be trusted. And when you are trusted, then also you feel not only responsibility, but you feel I have to get it accomplished. It could be many examples, but I am giving one of them, and then you become trustworthy. Then you will be trusted more and more. So I was thinking that when Brahma Baba decided to form a trust of 8 young girls, what did he saw in them that they trusted so much that he surrendered everything, and they were the ones who were managing. Even it's according to Mama and Baba's directions, but they became trustworthy, right? So when we use word trustee, I thought I talk about different steps. I look at trust within myself. For me, I listen to everyone, then I go in and I say, let me see what my heart is saying. I use word heart because it's a very, very sweet voice within you. Could be inner conscience. So then I know that, yes, it's going to work. This work should be done. And then also when you are honest, like we knew, of course, our all daddies, with Dadi Janki, we all had so much bhavna because we know that she is not whatever we give for yagya to her, it will be used in worthwhile way. She's not using for any personal comfort or personal thing. So because of just there was this energy where everyone get inspired to do more. Could be not this any direction which she gave. There was power in that direction. And we trusted that direction and we were able to do it. So many things. So I kept thinking that what was there in those kanyas, which of course became all dadis, never in their whole life mm, they broke that trust or trusteeship. So same is with us at Confluence Age. We are Baba's air souls, and air souls always have to be trusted. That there won't be I and mine when you are trustee. It's a trust, and trust means you are just a trustee, and trust always are created for charitable actions. You don't use anything for yourself. And now, when it comes to life, then Baba, to gain that trustworthy stage, Baba gives us certain principles to follow. And these dadis never broke any principle. So, and then also, maryadas are that within a big family, how we interact with each other, how we speak with each other, how we respect each other, how we cooperate with each other. Our style of living is of maryadas. What we eat, what we wear, how we look, we follow all the maryadas of Baba. Yes, our vision is of brotherhood, but then we are brothers and sisters. And in relationship with brother sister, there are certain maryadas. Those, we don't look like ordinary, right? We are spiritual, very lovely, but also very detached. And then uh, we call it sometimes traditions or custom systems. Within every family, there are certain traditions, certain custom systems. So same as in Brahmins. There are certain traditions, right? How we receive everyone, then how we meet, what's our love or hospitality for everyone, sharing of the gift. So there, these are Brahmins' tradition, custom systems. So all of us have to look at our lives and say, am I a trustee? Trustee of one's own body, trustee of whatever resources I have. Always have thought I am trustee. That means it doesn't belong to me. It belongs to Baba. So Baba don't take everything, right? Baba says you have to take care, but as a trustee. I always remind myself for everything, whatever I am using, am I using as a trustee or this is mine? Very subtly. It's not question of if I own or not, but even for service, whatever service I have been given, it could be Baba's Bandara, Baba's Bandari, anything. I am trustee. I cannot be careless. I use it the way Baba has created maryadas for us. Never, never any thought where I say, no, it's me, it's I. A trustee will always remember that who has made me trustee. So, God trusts me, I trust God, right? Both ways. And to get this trust from ancestor souls, dadis, and Baba is really a great honor. And not only honor, it's a success there. When they trust you, they give you for anything to take care of a big management or to take care of any project or anything, whatever is needed. I have found in my life all what I have been able to do successfully without obstacle is the trust of Dadis, always. And that trust is so much courage and strength that you never look back. I remember even at the time of Peace Village, I kept telling Dadi, oh, it's not practical. It's a big slot. How will it happen? And then Dadi Prakashmani, I gave her the key. She gave me back. We got it because we trust you. And that awakened my whole energy. And until now, whenever, even if there are some ups and downs from beginning, but I always say, no, it's Baba, no? He will take care. It's Baba. because I knew that we all are instruments, but it was Baba who really gave us, and Baba will take care. We only have to be honest and make sincere efforts, serve sincerely. That's all we can offer. So we have to not only have trust, but use it. Don't lose it. No, there is a saying, use it or lose it. Use it in the sense, remind yourself of the trust, and that power will come. It's not I'm reminding Baba that you bought it, so now you have to take care. Actually, I'm reminding myself that it's Baba, and we know He's Almighty. And if it's His Sharimat, so He becomes responsible, combined with me, combined with all of us as instruments. It's a very lovely relationship of being a trustee, and look at Baba. So trustee can be in a very, wherever you are in family, you can be wherever you are, whatever you have. Trustee, if you are trustee, there's a lot of blessing in that. And you always see how Baba keeps taking care of us. We have to be sensible, definitely. But internally, there is a lot of strength. Yes, it will be successful. Baba is there. Baba will take care. Whether it is my Brahmin life in principles or the task I become instrument for. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti dear Mohini Didi. Good evening, everyone.
Om Shanti.
I think you already explained so well. I feel almost disrespectful asking questions. It's all clear. And I like the line of faith, believe, trust, trustworthy, and trustee. I think such a beautiful, birth of this attitude of being a trustee or qualification of being a trustee. And I was wondering, many questions, but one is, how does it feel to be trusted by God? Because I'm sure you must feel that, of course, Baba trusts you. So how does it feel to have God's trust with you?
You ask me such a question that I have to go to Baba.
I know you must be happy to entertain you a little bit with the quiz show, question answer.
Because I ask him.
I think I lost you. We don't hear you, Sister Mohini.
I said I have to ask him. Go and ask Baba. Please help me to answer Brother Eric and family.
So is it a good sign, or I should change the questions?
No, it's a good sign, yeah.
No, but it's such a beautiful concept to be able to say with faith that God trusts me.
See, it is trust is in two parties in the same way. When Baba trusts me, then I trust Baba, then I am able to do what Baba says because of Baba's trust.
Oh, someone turn off your mic again.
Baba is incorporeal, but my experience with Brahma Baba used to give, of course, the way since I came to Baba, lot of love, lot of respect, lot of bhavna also. And because of that, even at that time, I couldn't do many things. I couldn't be maybe what he wanted me to be. But he had trust in me that one day I will get it accomplished. And that is why sometimes it's necessary also to trust people, in the sense of that sometimes they might not be able to be what they are now, but finally they will do it. I think that is same thing, like, you are holding to truth, you are holding to trust, and it's a great power inside, when there is trust. Really, when I think of all whatever I am able to do, not in the sense of even my own life or Baba's task, is only because of Baba's trust. So I don't know how to describe, but there is a really this power in the trust, when God trusts and then daddies trust you. And I'm very fortunate that I got their trust,
Mm.
And Dadi Janki or Dadi Prakashmani or Dadi Gulzar even. And so, yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful gift one can have in life, is to be trusted.
Because it feels like when you asked, to look at the self and ask oneself, am I a trustee? I can, check a few things. Yes, I'm using everything for Baba. I'm practicing. This is Baba's computer. Actually, this is CBC's computer, but this one is Baba. And I can think that way. But it's a feeling of asking Baba, do you trust me? And do we have to earn God's trust? How do we earn God's trust?
No, if truth, no, if you are honest and truthful, and yeah, if you are honest and truthful, I think that I think somewhere each one of us have truth, and all of us have a quality which is worth trusting. That means one can trust. But God is able to see that immediately, being Tirkaldarshi. And for us, we're not sure whether to trust or not. But God can see. And I think that He trusts everyone. Maybe it is percentage or, number wise, but I think everyone has that, where God can trust that soul. Now, for me to find out or to feel that I am being trusted, that's really deep feeling. As I said, even to feel inside that trust or listen to your inner voice. Sometimes we listen to our head. We always listen to our intellect and head or what others say. But this practice, at least I have a lot of practice. I go in and listen to my own true self. And that's where you find the trust. So somewhere I think God has kept this trust very hidden, incognito. But each one of us really have that quality which God can trust. And maybe you all are trusted, only you have to find it. And then your self trust also. Like for me, my trust is also because God trusts me, that He trusts me, then I trust myself. But some of the qualities are inherent in each one of us, and one of that is truth and trust. But how do I discover? Then I use it, then I put it in my practical life and become God's trustee.
Because one word that comes often in Baba's Murlis is this worthiness, and I feel sometimes if I lose the experience or the contact with my own worthiness, I lose trust in myself, and then I may not feel God's trust. And so I think that sometimes maybe it is connected also with my own worthiness to feel that I am worthy. And if I feel worthy, then I accept God's trust.
But
Because sometimes
also,
it feels,
yeah, sorry, go ahead.
no, sometimes it feels as if Baba wants to trust us, but we don't take that trust because of a lack of worthiness. Is it possible?
That is why I like this, that when you are following principles, you are following Maryadas and Brahmins' traditions or custom system, that worthiness is there. Self worth also comes by following these principles. Your dignity, your self respect, everything automatically increases. No, when you are naturally living life of Maryadas in Brahmin family, your worth has increased. You are well respected. You are trusted very much. So I think that is why our attention should be on following principles, maryadas, and custom system, whatever will be explained. Mr. Gayatri will tell us, but I think that is what the self worth is about, because God comes and helps us that if you follow these, then self worth will increase, and self trust and God's trust on you will also be increased.
It's interesting because it feels as if it goes both ways. And if I follow principles, maryadas, I earn trust. But do you feel that the quality of a trustee, once there is the experience of being a trustee, that in our turn, the trustee is the guardian of principles and maryadas? And as a trustee, we are trusted to protect, in other words, the maryadas and principles. So it goes a little bit in two ways, isn't it? Like that.
Yeah, also that is where when we follow, then it helps others also to follow. So Baba always says that whatever actions you do, it's easy for others to look at that and they can do it too. So one is I protect for my own life, but also because then I am a good example that how Maryadas can help us to have life of self-respect, life of success, and how much love there is within the family because of that image. So I think that we inspire others also, that it is natural, it is easy, they're not restrictions, but they are really increasing our powers and quality of life and becoming more trustworthy. So, good example also for others.
Do you think it's really easy for everyone to become a trustee? Because does it involve a little bit of renunciation or sacrifice, surrender? In a way, we talked about these sanskaras earlier also. But to me, I feel like the world is motivating us in a Lokik world to be owners. And sometimes they say your life has worth on the basis of what you own. And then you come to Baba and he cancels all your ownership. And you feel, oh, what is he doing? I'm not owning anymore anything. My house is Baba's house. My car is Baba's car. And so we may feel he took everything. I'm joking, of course, but he's the owner of everything. I made a bargain with Baba a few months ago to change, just to play with this idea, because I didn't want to have blind faith in my way of saying things. If I say, oh, this is Baba's house, and I question myself, I say, is it really? Are you really acting as if it's Baba's house or Baba's apartment? And I bought a new car and I had a chit chat with Baba and I said, is it really yours? I just bought it and I had to pay for it. You didn't pay for it. So I was hesitant to say to Baba, this is yours because it's a brand new car. And I thought, let's try, this is our car. And I used the word with Baba, this is our car. It's not yours, it's not mine, it's ours. Is that good also, you think, for making a deal? A deal
Well,
in.
I do it differently. I say, when mine is Baba's, then Baba's is mine. And what Baba has unlimited. So I don't have one car, but every car in the sense of there is a big family. So we don't have one home, but every Baba's home, wherever we go, whether people in family or Baba's places, all are my home. I really have this feeling of when I enter any center, I say, oh, it's my home. So I have so many homes. But if I hold on to one, then I think, and luckily my journey, spiritual journey, had been that I never stayed long enough at any place. It's in New York, Baba said, okay, I'm here for a long time. So wherever I go, I feel it's my home. And of course, anyone will be happy to help me with driving or taking me somewhere. So when you really renouncing, you don't forget that unlimited is coming to you. Like Baba said, there is fortune. So if you tell Baba, this is new car and it belongs to me, you will be protected. Your car will be protected because it's Baba's, right? Sometimes I say Baba's because now I say it will be safe now. Baba will take care also. So even if you say it is ours, that's fine. You do payment, but he will take care in many different ways too.
Yeah,
So that,
with the, I mean, I'm joking a little bit, but I was playing to be real with Baba, but I put him in charge of being a night security person for the car. So I said, you're responsible at night to make sure no one damages it. And it hasn't had a scratch for almost 2 years now. So he's doing very well. But I thought if I say to Baba, this is yours, I had the thought he might be giving it to you. So anyway, so it's a feeling of being like Daddy Janky used to say, I have nothing. I don't have even a purse. I don't have money, but I have everything. So is that the trustee experience that you have nothing, but you have everything in a way?
yeah, that's what it means. I mean, I also have same experience because for every little thing I feel that I had been given by Baba, I have been given. Anyway, you have your job and income. I don't have any money or income, but I always feel that Baba is providing, so it belongs to Baba. But some or others start getting attached, and the way they think, whatever has come to center because of them or whatever, they start thinking that, oh, this is because of me. I serve so good. I take care of Brahmins. So I have, this subtle attachment comes in, and somewhere it becomes very limited. But if you really want to feel this is my yagya, my family, everything belongs to Baba, so it's also I'm part of that. I think there could be really, really unlimited experiences. That's why today whole day I was thinking many times that why people get stuck in becoming unlimited and be total trustee. They are trustees, but not fully. And if we are fully, then we are carefree, and it's like you feel whole world is yours.
So, what do you think is the difference, or what is lacking in someone to go from trustee to full trustee? Are they holding on something, or?
Yeah, definitely. I have done surveys, so I am one who coordinate. I am the one. This subtle I is a very, very big bondage and keeps them in limit. I always say, I mean, let's say, Brother Eric, okay, you are my brother and student in Montreal or coordinator. But if we don't share whatever specialty you have with the whole family, we're getting so many beautiful comments about your questions. And so, what I'm saying, I always feel that if you have anything which you think can be used in unlimited way, so some are very scared because I might say, oh, tomorrow then Brother Eric won't listen to me. He will become so popular that, no, it's very, I feel happy. Any Baba's child can be used, their skill, whatever can be used in an unlimited way. We should feel happy. So there is love bond and there is some maryadas, guidelines, but you don't control, you don't kind of some I feel there are a lot of souls who can be in unlimited, but whatever reasons, they're not able to do it. And for me, my success is when everyone's souls can be used in a full capacity and also in an unlimited way. That means you become world server. Like we have sister who makes all designs and everything, right? So I think that there are many souls like that. I'm just giving one example that we should allow souls. But if I'm not trustee of even that, then I am limiting myself, limiting others also. And it could be out of insecurity or I don't know. I always believe that souls should be connected with the roots, souls should be connected with foundations, souls should maximize their whatever potential they have by becoming world server. Whatever, even with money, sometimes I think $1 comes from this, little should go towards world service, little should go to mother, little should go to hospital, little because from same dollar you are creating the fortune of so many souls in a different way. But if I say no, I have to keep it, I don't know, tomorrow I might not have. Let me have, it's somewhere deeply that trusteeship can allow us to, I think, that trust others also in the sense of that let them use their specialties.
It's beautiful. Now listening to you, I realize that, this sanskar or attribute of being trustee may not have been glorified, at least for me, as a title which is so honorable. It seems sometimes that trustee, involves kind of a contract of responsibility and surrender. It's not an honorable status like being in charge. And I realized by listening to you that actually it's such a beautiful status to be a trustee. But maybe we haven't shown, or I haven't seen well enough the beauty of the trustee to use it as a status which we earn from God, which we need to be worthy of. And it's a beautiful state. I think we're just getting it's cooking now. We're smelling the smell of the trustee, and it smells very good. So we need to cook this kind of ideas together. It's nice. Yeah. So, it's time already to call Sister Yadri. Maybe tomorrow I think we're also having a very beautiful topic, and I look forward to see how you connect trustee with simplicity tomorrow. So it will be very nice. Thank you, Mohini Didi. I still have a few questions, but we'll still have tomorrow. So let's see what Sister Yadri has for us in the world of trustees.
Okay, what I have for you, Brother Eric, there's 3 questions, but you have to answer them in 2 words or less. First question: what do you want people to feel when you trust them?
Love and power.
Good. What scares you the most when it comes to trusting?
Trusting others?
Yeah, trusting in anything, trusting in situations, circumstances, Baba, others.
Losing my ego.
Oh, interesting. And the third is, do you feel you are a trustee of the praises Sister Mohini is showering on you?
I'm a receptor of those praises and compliments, and I will bring them to Baba tonight, saying, "This is yours."
Oh,
And
that's
I'm
too
happy.
long. Yes or
Okay.
no?
No. Well, no. Yes, of course, I welcome.
Thank you. The moment you go over 3 words, that means you're making it up.
All right.
Well, thank you very much. You answered all 3. Ping, ping, ping. Good for you.
Thank you, Yatri, and thank you for bringing all these very deep aspects. I can't believe tomorrow will have covered 31 roots and scars. So we've got enough roots to have a whole tree. So congratulations for creating the tree of sanskars of Brahmin life.
Yeah, and we have enough roots now to settle with the seed. because when the roots are strong, it means the connection to the seed is a solid one. Okay,
Thank you.
thank you, Brother Eric. And could we have the slide up with, yeah, all the, yeah, that's it. So doesn't that look beautiful? January 1st to January 30th, Trustee. I hope we can all get this at the end as a gift so that we can place it on our mirror to see that we had 31 beautiful roots and scars for January. We started the year 2021 with 31 roots and scars. So the roots and scars slide, please. And the roots and scar for today that you've been hearing about is Trustee and Yagyapita, the father of the Yagya, but also the upholder of Srimat. And before we get into the three, I think, fundamental things of what a trustee needs to understand in order to be like, or in order to fulfill what the father of the Yagya wants of his trustees, I just want to read a little bit from the Murli that Baba described as trustee and in relation to the Yagya. And this is what he says. The Supreme Soul Shiv Baba is the creator of the Yagya. At the beginning, Father Brahma willed his wealth through which the Yagya was established. Now, that was at the beginning. And then at the end, which means when he became Abhyakt, he willed his powers, and service is expanding from this. So I never thought that Brahma Baba's connection to the Yagya as the father of the Yagya with Shiv Baba, of course, surrendered everything material and everything, his mind, intellect, and sanskaras at the beginning. And when he became Abhyakt, he is surrendering his powers so that that expanding took place. Father Brahma is the protector of the Yagya, and Brahmins are his arms, who are masters Brahma. So the 1,000 arms of Brahma are actually representative of all of us who have also become master Brahmas and trustees of the Yagya. Another interesting thing about the Yagya, Baba said, is Madhuban is the land of the sacrificial fire, the Yagya. And all of Baba's homes are mini Madhuban. They're places of Baba's Yagya. So this root sanskara of trustee came from what Baba just said. So the understanding is clear what Shiv Baba is, what Brahma Baba is, and what we as Brahmins also are in relation to the Yagya and being trustees, because of course Shiv Baba won't be a trustee, but Brahma Baba would be. So Yagya Pita, the father of the Yagya and the upholder of Srimat, because Srimat always goes with the Yagya. And these three words, I like the Hindi words very much because Daddy Janki used to use them a lot when she talked about the Yagya. And she would make distinctions with them in these three words. So Niyam, which is a beautiful word, Niyam is actually the principles. So when Sister Mooney talked about trust, trustworthy, and trustee, I think they're connected to these three words. So Niyam would be the principles. They would be what she called as, the belief, what it is I believe in, what are the principles that I understand. Like, what is the principle of purity in relation to the Yagya? Do I understand that? Do I believe in that principle? The other is Maryadas, and that Maryada actually give us our dignity because they're Maryadas, they are a code of conduct that will make us worthy of being a trustee. And so the code of conduct, Sister Mohini also talked about, in which the Maryadas actually are very much connected to the relationship that we share. So when we had before Prabhu Parivar, and we had, and then after it was Brahma and all of this, these are all relational things, but each one carries a set of maryadas that we're called upon to inculcate. And so ultimately, the success of the yagya is not so much the wealth of the yagya or what the yagya owns, but it is the integrity and the honor and the worth of the people who are the trustees that will glorify the yagya. And so I think the Maryada puts us with that dignity that it's not about the physical resources of the yagya, but it's actually what is underpinning everything that the yagya has. And this is why the rit, rivas, which is another beautiful word, which is traditions, those spiritual traditions that make up the customs and systems. And no matter how things get modernized, these rivas stay as the solid rock on which the norms or the customs and systems of the yagya will emerge from. And so, whereas Mariadas make us trustworthy, the rivas will definitely make us into trustees. And so, a trustee, as Eric said so beautifully, I really like this. Being a trustee is like being a guardian of the rivas, of the traditions and the customs and systems. But these traditions and customs and systems, in turn, guard us against becoming obstacles for the yagya. And so obstacles in the yagya is not normally something that comes from outside of the yagya necessarily, but obstacles in the yagya comes from those who are in the yagya itself. So these three very beautiful principles, niyam, maryadas, dignity, which is the code of conduct, and rit rivas, traditions or customs and systems, together they make us into trustee, trustworthy, and trustee. And they include faith and they include belief. And so that is what it is. And of course, it's all set within upholding the Srimat that Baba gives us in relation to everything with the Yagya. And then connecting that to Brahma Baba. Now, when Brahma Baba was talking to himself, he didn't know he was going to become all of this. He didn't know that he was going to create a trust of 8 and hand over everything. But what he did know was that there were certain premonitions, there were certain thoughts he was having, and he didn't even know where they were coming from. So he started writing about them. And so one such thought that he was having in relation to what he was going to be called on to do in relation to creating a yagya was that when your own self does not belong to you, what else can belong to you? Consider yourself an instrument. So in this case, it would be consider yourself an instrument trustee. It's a profound statement. When your own self does not belong to you, what else can belong to you? Consider yourself an instrument, and I would put the word trustee. And so, as tomorrow, which is the second to last day in this journey of returning to your roots and scars, when you are reflecting, when you are contemplating and journaling, look for the secret in this word, trustee, but in relation to the yagya, like Eric shared that story, buying a new car, and had to be honest with himself. Is it my car? Is it your car? He wasn't comfortable with either, but what he was comfortable with is it's our car. And so things like that, when you have to grapple with what trustee means in relation to Baba, in relation to Baba's yagya, and you don't have to just say, oh, it's Baba's car, but really, genuinely, you don't really think it's Baba's car. So, you come to terms, you kind of come to some kind of an understanding that you're comfortable with, and then you operate as a trustee. So this is what's called Raz. You're discovering a secret with which it makes you comfortable to do something. And so with trustee, being trustee, a trustee of Baba, being a trustee of the Yagya, how would you discover that secret of something that would make you into Baba's most beautiful and wonderful trustee? So again, have a wonderful time exploring this root sanskara. Have a wonderful time in the understanding the quote by your repeating it, by your writing it, and by your journaling about it. So Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, welcome to a Vyakti journey. Brahma Baba in Bab Dada's eyes, always combined and deeply loved. लिए रुका है किसके लिए रुकेगा करना है जो भी कर ले ये वक्त जा रहा है ये वक्त जा रहा है किसके लिए रुका है किसके लिए रुकेगा करना है जो भी कर ले ये वक्त जा रहा है ये वक्त जा रहा है किसके लिए रुका है. ब्रह्मा बाप का दूसरा अनुभव भी सुना है कि ये कर्म इंद्रिया कर्मचारी तो रोज रात की कचहरी सुनिए ना तुम मालिक बन इन कर्म इंद्रियों रूपी कर्मचारियों से हालचाल पूछे ना तो जैसे ब्रह्मा बाप ने ये अभ्यास फाउंडेशन बहुत पक्का किया इसलिए जो बच्चे लास्ट में भी साथ रहे उन्होंने क्या अनुभव किया कि बाप कार्य करते भी शरीर में होते हुए भी अशरीरी स्थिति में चलते फिरते अनुभव होता रहा चाहे कर्म का हिसाब भी तो करना पड़ा लेकिन साकियो न स्वयं कर्म के हिसाब के वश रहे न औरों को कर्म के हिसाब किताब चुप होने का अनुभव कराया आपको मालूम पड़ा कि ब्रह्मा बाबा व्यक्त हो रहा है नहीं मालूम पड़ा ना दुकान छोड़ देंगे नहीं। बहुत काल का अशरीरीपन का देश से न्यारा करावा नहार स्थिति का अनुभव चाहिए। अंतकाल चाहे जवान है चाहे बूढ़ा है चाहे तंदुरुस्त है चाहे बीमार है, किसका भी कभी भी आ सकता है। इसलिए बहुत काल का अभ्यास साखी बनकर अटेंशन दो। चाहे कितने भी प्राकृतात्माएं आपदाएं आएंगी, लेकिन ये अशरीरीपन की स्टेज आपको सहज न्यारा और बाप का प्यारा बना दे। किसके लिए रुका है, किसके लिए रुकेगा, करना है जो भी कर ले, ये वक्त जा रहा है, ये वक्त जा रहा है। किसके लिए रुका है, किसके लिए रुकेगा, करना है जो भी कर ले, ये वक्त जा रहा है, ये वक्त जा रहा है। किसके लिए रुका है। पानी का बुलबुला है इंसान की ये जिंदगानी।
Yeah. Everything belongs to Baba. Mind, body, relationship, wealth, everything belongs to Baba. So when it belongs to Baba, we are carefree. We use it as a trustee. Belongs to Baba, then Baba says, okay, child, use it as a trustee in an honest way. Om Shanti and good night, everyone. Om Shanti.